Welcome back, beautiful people, to Making Home here. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. We do all sorts of fun things. We speak about very many topics, as you will see. If you're new, just stay by. Let me know in the comment section how did you find me, and if you're a fellow YouTuber, I will get back to you and show some love. If you are a returning subscriber, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. You are the best for always returning. So today we're going to look at procrastination, or better, how to get rid of this very I would call it a very bad habit, or call it a disturbing habit, okay? Because it's a habit that just keeps you in one place, that keeps you agitated, that keeps you not going forward. You exactly know you have to do certain things to get to a certain level, but you're still there. So my tip number one on how you're going to beat procrastination is eat the elephant in the room. Okay, I know some tasks just are huge, okay, and some of them just seem huge depending on your work attitude or on the way you look at work. Okay, some of them just seem huge, and if you've got something huge before you, very easier said than done. Okay, just eat the elephant in the room. Get that huge task, just cut it up in bite-sized portions. Okay, if it's the laundry, you have been procrastinating doing the laundry. Okay, I know for some this might be, ooh, laundry, this is something small. Oh honey, it is something small until you have to do it for 5, 6, 7 people. Okay, so if it's the laundry, just say on Monday I'm going to start with, if you color sort, I'm going to start with this color, I'm going to start with the white ones and the brown ones and the dark ones. Just do whatever you can to just put your task, or the huge task, in bite-sized portions that you can say, okay, this day I will start with this, or for this hour. If it's a task that can be done in a day, you can just go ahead and say, for the first hour I'm going to do section A, for the second hour I will do section B, for the third, and so forth. Okay, so with that, you have just taken a huge task, put it on the table, just cut it into portions that are actually very eatable for you. Okay, or in this example, just washable for you, one piece at a time. So just to let you know, my tips here are going to be very practical. I have watched very many videos about procrastination, what they're saying and how you can go around it, and for me the difference is I want to give you something that is very practical, because I know if you're dealing with procrastination, it's just you being stressed out of whatever you have to do. Okay, just the thought of I have to do ABC, if that stresses you out, this is actually why you get your brain to start procrastinating each and everything, because you just stressed about the thought of getting to do something. So my practical tip number two on how to beat procrastination is the 5-minute rule. Here's the thing. If you were to do something, just throw yourself in. Okay, just give yourself 5 minutes and tell your brain, we're going to try to do this task that we actually don't want to do for the next 5 minutes. Okay, if let us just try the next 5 minutes. If we fail, it is all right, but we have tried. Okay, just get into the task in those 5 minutes, and after those 5 minutes, when you have let it be it's a paper that you actually have to read through to write an essay. Okay, start reading for 5 minutes. If you have to, set an alarm. Okay, set an alarm, 5 minutes, start reading, and when you are into it, the alarm goes off, for example, you just see, how much have I read? Do I still want to read this paper? Do I still want to read on? Okay, and if after the 5 minutes you're still interested, you just go on with the task. You actually procrastinating because you think this is way too much for me. 5 minutes might look like, it's just 5 minutes, but just try the 5 minutes, and believe me, you, after the 5 minutes, chances are you are going to go on after those 5 minutes with that given task. And if you do 5 minutes every 30 minutes, like how many minutes are those? Depending on how much time you will be needing to do that task given. I mean, if you do that every 30 minutes, how much work will be done afterwards? So, to my tip number 3 on how you're going to beat procrastination is when you get up early in the morning, wear actually clothes. Number 1, clothes that you like, okay? Number 2, clothes that actually tell your brain, you are telling yourself with these clothes, we are going to get some work done, okay? And what do I mean by that? So if you wake up, let us say you are working from home, you're a stay-home mom, each and everything you do, let it be business, let it be whatever, it is done in the comfortable space of your home, okay? Don't wake up and stay in your PJs, okay? Don't wake up and just put on something, I would call it the stay-home clothes or such thing, okay? Just wake up, go bathe like normal people do. Go bathe, put on something that is, yes, we're going to work. I don't care which kind of work you're doing, we're going to get things done today. Let your outfit of that day tell your brain we are going to get things done. Putting on the clothes that you like, number 1, they're just going to boost your attitude towards that day, okay? They're just going to boost it up. You're just going to have more joy and more readiness for that given day. So let us say you wake up and you stay in your PJs. Let it be you bathe and you get back into your PJs. Listen, you're just telling the body we are in a rest mode, okay? The body is not going to tell really your brain to be activated into a work mode. No, because what do PJs say, okay? Or what do comfy stay home clothes say? They just are telling you you are home, you're in a comfortable place, just lean back and get the remote, do whatever do whatever the body is used to do when you're home, okay? So listen, nice clothes, but those clothes should just tell your body and your brain that it is working time, okay? It's time to get tasks done. That is going to help you do much more and even just start with doing much more things than you usually do, okay? So to my last tip, to my tip number 4 on how you're going to beat procrastination is eat the bad frog in the morning. I don't know if I am quoting that right, but just eat the big frog, okay, that is not going through in the morning. I told you in my video about productivity, I told you that if I have a task that seems for me the hardest on my to-do list, let it be for the week or for the day, I tackle that task first, or I tackle those tasks first. Why? Because if I look at that list and I'm like, I am most likely not to do this, and at the end of the day, I will just be beating up myself for not have done this. I just start right away in the morning or at the beginning of that week. I just start right away with that task, knowing that if I do this task, I am more likely to do each and every other task with ease, because the biggest one, the hardest one, the one that seemed like, oh my God, this is so big, I don't know where to start from, is already done, okay? So if you do that, life is going to be easier, it's going to be simpler for you to do each and every other task, because your mind perceiving this hardest task, this task to be the hardest one, okay, it's already going to tell you, oh listen, we have already done the hardest thing ever, like for this week, so each and everything else is just not really that hard. And with that, you're going to really like just slash, just go through each and everything else with ease, okay? The other thing is, when I do, this is personal, when I do the hardest thing in the beginning of the week or as the first thing on my list, okay, it gives me more joy, okay, to do first the other things, but it also kind of mentally helps me clear up, okay? Because listen, I don't care how many things you've got on your list. If you are always pushing this hard thing behind you and saying, I will do that, I will do that, you are not going to enjoy any other thing. Do you agree with me? If you've got a task before you, for a student, if you know you have to write that paper, okay, but you decide to go and visit a friend, believe me, you, even the visit, to that friend's house or to that friend's or just going to the mall, not going to be as much fun as it would be if you had done the task that you had to do, if you had wrote that paper, if you had wrote the blog post before, if you just had done whatever you had to do. You understand me? So mentally you are going to beat up yourself even when you are doing the fun things. If you decide to just pull the fun things before the serious things, okay, you're just going to beat up yourself mentally and say, by now I would have been finished with that task. Now look at me, I'm here doing what? Eating life instead of doing whatever I had to do, okay? So instead of beating yourself up, meanwhile also beating yourself up thinking about a task that you should be doing, but in that given moment you're doing something else that that your brain exactly knows you should not be doing, that also takes energy away. Did you know that? It just consumes mental energy that you actually would have put in that place to do the bigger or to do the most important task. Okay, so my friends, I hope I have helped you a little bit or somehow, okay, with your procrastination. I hope I have helped you in one way or the other. And I have watched a few videos about procrastination, and I have gone through some comments below those videos, and very many people surprisingly are calling themselves procrastinators. Okay, so I'm a believer of Jesus Christ, and for me, words are very important. Okay, words form what you speak. You a creator, you a co-creator. I am a co-creator with God. Okay, what I speak becomes. Okay, so if you go ahead and call yourself a procrastinator, guess what? You're going to stay a procrastinator. You will be a procrastinator because you are speaking it onto yourself, you're speaking it into your life. Okay, so instead of saying I'm a procrastinator and I'm here watching all these videos to get better, just say I have got a bad habit of procrastination and I am searching for ways, okay, to get better or to get rid of this bad habit. Okay, so until the next video, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, give it a thumbs up, share if you wish, and don't forget to subscribe. See you in my next video, and thank you very much for always coming back. Bye.